Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to show you a really fun skull team you can use for this class trial in Necromancer. As ever, you can grab your rewards as you go along and grab yourself a tier 1 from the shop if you want to make this a little bit faster, because you're going to pick up a potion of enchantment. So all your troops will start enchanted at the start of each and every battle. Really cool. There's a very good weapon at the end of tier 5. Creeping Death. Death mark the strongest and weakest enemies and then deal magic +1 damage to all enemies. Pretty good, but only grab that if you're going to go this far anyway, because this is the class weapon and you'll get it for free once you've achieved 250 class wins in Necromancer. So pretty good. Right, so on to the team itself. Really, really easy to use and a lot of fun. You may look at the restrictions on the team here and think there's not a lot you can do with it, because nobody deals damage to all. It's mostly about like single target damage or create some skulls and things like that. And if you got like Pharos Ra, whatever his name is, not Pharos Ra, where is he? The other fella, the newer one, Rathaman. He's very good for this, but I do like to do these no mythic just for the benefit of newer players. And a really easy team to use here, consisting of Bone Dragon, Keeper of Souls, Skeleton, and Bone Shield. There is an option on that weapon. I'll come to that in a minute if you don't have that one. But you may think this is like really restricted by the fact we have mana blocks, just pretty much everybody. But the Bone Shield deals damage to an enemy, which is going to be boosted by Qatar allies, and then creates a mix of 6 purple and brown gems for each Qatar ally. Now we have all Qatar allies here, so that is going to be the most possible. So we've got purple and brown coming by the plenty to fill these up, so getting mana should not be an issue for the team. Now the hero is last in this. We are in Necromancer class, and that is for a particular reason. First up, we don't get any barriers. There's no get a barrier like rock solid when we pick up brown in this class, which is a bit of a shame. But you do get a mana source and a life siphon, which is okay. But it also does a swift curse, which is death mark a random enemy at the start. And you have a 7% chance to assassinate the last enemy when another enemy dies, if you have all the champion talents on this, which is really cool. But the reason why it's in last place as well is we get Mage Lord, gain 2 magic if in last position, and all purple allies gain 2 life, which is pretty cool. So we're going to have Bone Dragon on top, and it makes it pretty tanky in a way, because this eliminates up to 25 armor from an enemy, regardless of your magic level or game level, and then creates 9 skulls boosted by armor eliminated, and then gains a bunch of armor. So it makes it like pretty tanky. Every single time you get to cast this, you're going to gain some armor, which is going to make it survive a lot better. It also inflicts frozen when enemies deal skull damage to it, making it, means you can just not have an enemy loop on you. Keeper of Souls, if that gets charged up, we can transform all gems of a chosen colour to skulls. That is often going to lead to an extra turn at the same time. Skeleton creates 7 skulls, gains a bunch of armour and an extra turn. Really cool. Yeah, and the weapon will charge up the team. Well, if you don't have this particular weapon, let's just pop in Qatar. And I'll show you another one you can use. Well, you don't want that one, that's like the anti-Qatar weapon, if you know what I mean. The other one you can use is Tomb Lord's Crook. If you don't have Bone Shield, Tomb Lord's Crook is a really good option. Exploding a load of purple gems, grant a random status effect to all Qatar allies and a summon at the same time. Some people may actually prefer that to the Bone Shield, because there is obviously an element of luck when you cast that, whether it's going to charge up the team or not. This is a guaranteed mana for the team when you explode those purple gems, and everyone gets a random status effect as well. And if you're a newer player, you get a summon. I'd almost suggest going with this weapon if you're a newer player. That summon is going to be really handy. So, okay, let's dive in then. And both these weapons don't mana block. This uses red and blue. None of these use red and blue. And Tomb Lord's Crook uses green and blue. Again, no mana blocking on our 3 main troops. So enough jibber jabber, let's dive into the game and have a few punch ups. We can look to get our weapon charged up if we have any blue there, which we don't, or red. That's the way it goes, but we're enchanted, so it's not going to take long anyway. And there it is. Let's do this. Let's take someone out. Get the Valraven if it's there. That's why it's good to be able to target. You're going to create lots of skulls, lots of death. When Skeleton's charged up, you can cast that first, generate even more skulls, and win really quickly. So it may not look like there's a great amount of choice in this, but hey, with a bit of imagination, you can actually create a decent team. A lot of these teams do work well with the weapons from the team, so that is always one thing to remember when putting these things together. There's a nice random skull hit there. Let's get that blue for our bone shield. Loads of mana for the team. When skeleton gets charged up, cast that first, you're going to get extra turns. Just take the skull hits when they're there. If there wasn't a skull hit, cast your Keeper of Souls if you like, if it guarantees an extra turn, and then cast Bone Dragon. But Bone Dragon is important on top because it gets the armor every time it casts. So we're ready straight away. Cast this, do damage. Pick on somebody who hasn't got death mark, so they can die straight away, remember. So wallop that on somebody else. There's the magic. There's the extra turn. Loads of skulls. Dead, 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 dead. Everybody's dead. So yeah, you can do these champions in any order as well. You don't have to do them in the order that I'm doing them now. If you want to pick on the last troop first, you can do that. Not a problem. Anything you like. Just make sure you get them walloped into oblivion. Let's grab that. Too busy looking for red, I've missed that extra turn. Never mind. Not on the one that's got the death mark, because they could just die anyway. See, now Keeper of Souls has got charged up first, so you can now cast this on, say, purple. You've got guaranteed extra turn with that, because it's going to make a 4-match. So let's do that. You can take another one if you like, and another one, and we still have our Bone Dragon there, sitting there ready to cast, so really cool. Come on, Corvash. And there's the Valraven. You can collect this purple and red at the same time here. That's got the bone shield up. Here comes the mana. Let's get the Valraven first. Make sure we get those extra sigils. See, now Bone Dragon's up first. This is how you can sort of play around with a team. Stick it on someone who's got the most armor. That way you're going to generate more skulls. Our Bone Dragon got boosted up on that, on its armor. So we just need to collect some more mana and cast skeleton now. Done. So yeah, I'll just do a couple more fights. There's no need to make this a long video. You can see how it works. It's all about just skull obliteration. Collect red. They're going to get frozen as soon as they hit you. Take out somebody else with that. Most of the time you're going to get mana. Our Bone Dragon's up, stick it on whoever's got the most. In this case, I will put it on the top troop even though they're death marked, because death mark is not guaranteed to work, but this generation of more skulls is guaranteed to work. There we go. Take things like that. If you can look around for any double skull hits like this one will drop this one down to here as well, then absolutely do that. And finish off. Right, I'm just going to do a couple more because this is very, very straightforward. Queen Mab's up next. There she was until the Valraven decided to bash her out of the way.
Mana surge.
Here comes the mana. Let's get the Valraven extra sigils. Oh, see, that's what I mean. We didn't get any mana really from that. That's why the other weapon is actually a guaranteed weapon. I like this one for the mana gen and its potential to fill up the whole team straight away. But the Tomb Lord's Crook is, unless there's literally no purple on the screen at all, then you're always guaranteed to get mana from that, and a status effect, and a summon. Like I say, if you're a newer player and you feel vulnerable with your Bone Dragon up top, then certainly maybe go with the Tomb Lord's Crook. Because the summon is a game changer, and it may actually bring in a troop which is really, really useful. Oh, look at that lovely jubbly. Skeleton first. All them skulls. And I think that'll do. That's a good way to end it. Right, there's a video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to bash that like and subscribe button. It really does help. But most of all, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again in the next one. Bye for now.